So glad to see you back this week. Dr. Deel here. We had a wonderful episode last week with Tracy. She's right here. She's definitely got over her sadness from last week, as you can tell. She's excited now. She's in a lot better mood than before. Like I said, I'm glad to have you back, Tracy.
Thank you. Good to be back.
Yes, and hopefully we can, talk about some stuff today and hopefully heal you a little bit more. You know.
I don't know. It may take a long time to heal all this.
Okay. So,
but we'll get there.
Yeah. So
yes, Dr. Deel.
Before the show, we were talking a little bit something about NASCAR. Is
yes,
that right? Okay.
Yes. Okay. So, not a big NASCAR fan at all.
Yeah.
I don't.
Who is? Yeah.
Yeah. Don't really care for it, and that's kind of odd being here in the South. That it's a Southern sport kind of thing. But anyway, I was fortunate enough to be able to go to one NASCAR event.
Unfortunately.
Actually, like 3 in 1. First, only, last. That's it. But I went to Martinsville.
Okay.
Have you ever been to Martinsville?
I have not.
Okay. So it's on the short track series, but it doesn't have bleacher seats. It's just all concrete, and they have these little bitty lines like painted off, and that's your seat, and it's got your little number in there. Unfortunately, the seats are like this wide.
So for fat booty women.
The problem with this is this is not this big. So the entire race, I was up on one hand, kind of like one hand, trying to watch the race like this.
Now, did you have one cheek on somebody else?
Actually, well, it wasn't a stranger. It was my husband.
Okay.
So, I kind of was filled up the entire time. Which there's all kinds of people around me.
Now, your husband, did he have his cheek on somebody else?
We were
kind of slanted?
Well, it kind of did, but when we got over to the end, we was out in the stairs. So
okay. So like if you ever bought tacos, they stack.
Yeah,
them,
and it was just like over to the end. So we kind of spilled out into the aisle there. But the guy that sat down behind me, have no clue who he is. No clue. But he introduced himself to me, and he just wanted to let me know who he was because his knees was going to be in my back the entire time. And they were. And then, through the course of the race, I don't know if they do this everywhere or not, but there'd be chicken bones. They would eat chicken, and chicken bones would fly over your head, and they just throw them down to the bottom. And their empty beer cans would go over. Well, every once in a while you'd find somebody that wasn't too sure that it was empty or not, and you had beer thrown all over you. And a whole bucket of chicken would come over top of you, down around the bottom. But I'm just not tattooed enough to be...
To enjoy that.
To enjoy the
maybe
race.
if you had a lip piercing, I could maybe go for that.
I don't know. I didn't see... Well, there was a lot of piercings there. But more just all and out cleavage and boobs and just, a lot of that. So I just, I'm just not a race fan. Not at all.
No. I understand, Now, did you enjoy it when the man put his knees in your back? No, was this
not really. It wasn't very...
uncomfortable
Very uncomfortable.
Now, was your knees in somebody else's back?
No, because I'm kind of short, so I was trying to be very courteous, and I was all, like I said, on one ham humped up, knees in the back, trying not to hit anybody else. Yeah.
Now, were you drinking or
no?
I think that the situation. I think what we've gathered from this is that Tracy had a bad time, obviously, but I believe that if she was to have been the one eating the chicken, and if she was drinking, she would have had a lot better time and probably been a lot more comfortable.
Possibly.
Yes.
Possibly.
So
I've never thought about it that way, like that, Dr. Deel. I haven't.
So the moral of the story is when life's got you down and you're in an uncomfortable position, we should always resort back to alcohol and chicken. And that's what we should always go back to. Yes.
Yes, I think I'll stop at KFC on the way home.
Yes, definitely. Thank you. Yeah. Well, I'm glad we could speak with you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm so glad I'm getting these out. It makes me feel
perfect.
Very, very good.
Well, we hope to see you again next week. Cool. Like I said, alcohol fixes everything.
And chicken.
And chicken.
And chicken.
And we'll see you again.
All right. Thanks.
Love you, bye.